Wow, okay, it has been so long. Hey guys, what's up? It's Adrian. Welcome back to my YouTube. It's been a while since I've actually decided to pick up the camera and record something. I've been putting off making this pickups video for such a long time. It's already 2026 by the time this video goes up, but I'm back and I wanted to go over all the things I've picked up in 2025. Basically, this is everything from my last pickups video, which was in March, up till now. If you saw my last pickups video back in March, I kind of went over my goal 2025 was to make only one purchase per month, so in total 12 pickups. I failed so bad. I failed terribly in trying to do one pickup per month, and I actually have double of what I was trying to go for. So instead of 12 pickups for 2025, I ended up picking up 25. So yeah, double, but 2026, right? It's a good year to start over. So with the first set of pickups, I wanted to start over my outerwear collection. A lot of things I've been wearing late 2024 to like early 2025. I started to lean away from more cropped silhouettes just because I started layering more shirts lately. So I wanted to change my outerwear to a little bit more into more longer pieces instead of short or cropped jackets. The first thing I picked up was the Vuja De Caviar blouson. It's the oversized one in the cotton outer instead of the virgin wool. When I saw Ken share this in his video a while back, I knew immediately that this is one of the pieces I was trying to go for. I like the details on the back with the more scrunched up, where they bunched up the hem so that it looks folded in. Kind of like that effect where when you roll up your jacket or sweater. I do like the details that this is padded too. I wore this when I was visiting my girlfriend in Boston, and the weather was between like 15 to 30 degrees, and wearing this with some heat tech and like a hoodie underneath kept me warm. I ended up selling my Vuja De Ryan herringbone jacket to put money towards this. So basically all the funds that I've took from that sale went towards this. It was basically an even swap in terms of price. Honestly, I'm glad to have picked this up. This is going to be in the rotation and in my collection for a while. For the next pickup, I picked up the Vuja De Everyday fleece jacket. Back in August when I visited LA, I tried on the Miu Miu fleece, and I knew I wanted to try to get that jacket or something similar in that gray color. When I saw Vuja De was going to be releasing their own version of a gray fleece, that was what, a sixth of the price? Not even like a sixth of the price basically. I was like, yep, I gotta go for that. So this was immediate cop when they released it. The materials on this one is a lot better than the Miu Miu as well. This is, I believe, an 89% wool and then 11% nylon, while the Miu Miu fleece is 100% polyester. The wool on the fleece is super soft and it'll help keep you warm. If the weather's nice, some days I can get away with just wearing a t-shirt with the jacket. Okay, moving on to my next jacket. I got, what is this? I got the Uniqlo Block Tech parka. I'm kidding. This is the Arris Veilance Arris jacket. I used to have the Vuja De Enzo from their 009 collection, but the jacket did not hold up well in the rain. My shoulders would get soaked if I was just wearing it, and then there was instances where if rain were just hitting you from the side, the front of the jacket would wet through, and then the sleeves would also wet through. So at that point I was like, I can't wear this jacket. This is not good to wear in Seattle when it rains. With a number of days that it rains throughout the year, I need something that was actually waterproof and not water resistant. In my head, the Enzo was basically a expensive windbreaker. So I ended up selling the Enzo jacket and then put the money towards Arris. I haven't had that many chances yet to wear test this. Every single time that I've been out when it was raining, it's mostly been light rain or drizzle. So I need to wear test this more when it's like a heavier rain or it's like pouring outside. This is gonna be a jacket that's gonna be in my rotation for a while. I don't see myself selling this unless there's a better rain jacket, but honestly, this covers all bases that I'm looking for in a rain jacket. Okay, last pickup is this women's Uniqlo trench coat. This is from their 2025 fall winter collection that just released. What drew me to this jacket was the button snaps that are on the collar. So you can button it up at the collar and then undo the collar to cover your neck. It kind of gives a similar vibe to the Vuja De Adonis jacket. This is just a super simple, lightweight jacket that you can wear. Next pickup is this Yzy Gap Hoodie. It's not really much to say about this jacket. It's just a simple, oversized zip hoodie. I got this in a size extra large. I washed and dried this a lot so that way I can shrink it down to my desired fit. They didn't have any other sizes available in black, just the extra large. So I took a risk when buying this because I wasn't sure it was gonna fit me. Overall, this is a pretty good jacket that you can wear. I wear this around the house or when I'm running errands. Moving on to shirts, I picked up this light blue shirt from the brand Youth. This is their oversized wrinkle shirt. So it comes intentionally wrinkled, so it's a little bit more casual to wear and it's oversized. It's a really thin, lightweight shirt that you can wear in the spring and summer season. Youth is one of those brands I've been wanting to get a lot more pieces from. I have their wool trouser from a few years ago, and so this is just one of the few pieces that I wanted to get from them. They have a lot of really cool knits and other shirts, so hopefully I can pick up more in the future. Next pickup is this shirt from Uniqlo used 2025 fall winter season. It's just a simple navy shirt. It's oversized. I've been getting to more shirts lately. When I saw this on sale, I was like, yeah, why not? I'll just try it. And then if I didn't like it, I'll just return it. I ended up liking the fit of this shirt a lot. The shirt also has contrasting, I believe it's like a gray or brown stitching. From a distance, you can't really tell, but when you look up close, you can see the contrast colors in the stitching. The last shirt that I picked up is this Uniqlo U Drape shirt from their fall winter 2024 collection. It's just a super nice flowy shirt with the, I believe, I can't remember the materials off this one. I'll probably post it here. I think it's lyocell, Tencel lyocell rayon. Is it that blend? Maybe it's that blend. Overall, this is probably one of my most worn shirts. I love the deep brown in this shirt. I've worn this dressed up and dressed down on date nights and just going out with friends. Yeah, pretty happy to have this in my collection. My next pickup is the Vuja De Everyday Cashmere knit in the baby cashmere. The cashmere in here is super soft as well. Super cool knit with a nice fit. Not sure if you can see it, but there's this cool design on the back. And then also the sleeves have a slight slit to it. Moving on to t-shirts, I got two here. This is the Uniqlo U long sleeve shirt. This is from their fall winter 2025 collection. This is their women's shirt. Ignore the wrinkles on this. I don't have a steamer. I need to get a new one soon. What bothers me the most with Uniqlo U is that a lot of their women's items are just way better than the men's pieces. The men's long sleeve shirt had a weird shape to it, and it was also their Aerism tee, which I didn't like that blend. The women's is just a basic long sleeve shirt that's made of 100% Supima cotton, but I ended up having to size up to a extra large to get my desired fit. Overall, this is just a super simple long sleeve shirt that you can layer under your clothes. The last t-shirt that I picked up is from Lady White Co. This is their Hours shirt. When I tried this on in store, I sized down from my typical size to a size small. Compared to the medium, the small fit a lot better on me. The length was perfect as well. I didn't have to make any alterations to the length. I plan to pick up another shirt in white and also in black. My main t-shirt for the longest time has been from Asket. That's basically the shirt that I would wear 90% of the time. But if I picked up a few other shirts from Lady White Co, I would see like the split difference to be like 50-50 between both of them. I would rather invest in more t-shirts that I can see myself wearing a lot. Moving on to jeans, these are basically the jeans that got me wearing more straight loose fit jeans instead of like baggier jeans. I picked up the Vuja De Miles jeans. This is easily my most worn pair of jeans since I bought it back in May. It has a nice straight cut that's slightly more relaxed. Can describe the Miles as more of like a relaxed 501, which I can kind of see that. The leg opening is about 9.5 inch leg opening. Most 501s and 505s that I've found are between a 8 to like an 8.5 leg opening. I've glazed this jean so much, and anyone who knows me knows that this is probably one of my favorite pair of jeans. I would honestly double up on these jeans and get a second pair just because of how much I've worn them. The product pictures that Vuja De released for their Spring Summer 2026 collection has the Miles in other colorways. So I'm glad that they brought this fit back. I'm 100% going to buy any more Miles jeans that they plan to release. Hopefully they release it in more of a jet black as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the only jean that I wear in 2026, but I have other jeans that I've also been rotating as well. Since the Miles are based off the 501s, I started to look for more vintage 501s and 505 styles. Between the two, I personally like the 505 just simply because of the zipper. I'm a bit too lazy to button up the fly, so I'd rather just use a zipper for it. So I have 3 pairs of 505s that I've been wearing a lot lately. The first pair is a Levi 505 orange tab in this nice like navy blue color. This is easily one of the best fitting pair of 505s that I currently have, just simply because the leg opening is a lot wider than most of my other 505s. 505s typically, what I've seen, range between a 8 inch to like an 8.5 inch. This is a 8.5 inch. This is the perfect leg opening length that fits well over all of my shoes. So this is easily one of the best pairs of 505s that I have. What I found is that I need to size up to a 36 to a 34 inch waist in order for the hips and thighs to fit better. Next pair of 505s, it's also an orange tab as well. This is from, where's the tag? I believe this is from 1991. If I'm reading the tag correctly, it's from 1991. Yeah, 554-1-1. So I believe this is from 1991. This is the first pair of Levi's that I was like, yeah, I need to find orange tabs. Orange tabs fits me the best. What I liked about these jeans is the subtle paint splatter on the knee. Also, the previous owner, the original owner, got a lot of like some good heel bite on it. It's like tasteful heel bite, I would say. I'm not huge into heel bite personally, but this just like, it definitely shows that it's been worn a lot. There's a lot of details that I like with all the paint that you can see throughout the pants, in the pocket. Mid blue, I would say, is probably my favorite color in jeans aside from black, because it just works so well with a lot of my clothes. Last pair of 505s is more of like a modern, I would say a modern Levi's. This is from 2015. I personally like the color in these 505s. It's like a washed black, and the previous owner has some subtle paint that you can find on the jeans. The only downside with these jeans is that the rise on it isn't as long in comparison to other Levi's. So I'm waiting for another pair of 505s that I bought off Depop to arrive, that hopefully if they fit way better, I might replace it from these ones, but if they ended up not fitting as well, I'll probably just continue to stick with these. The last pair of jeans that I picked up is the Vuja De Steves. This is their version 1 from the 009 collection. It's a lot more flowier than the newer Steves. Originally, these are one of the jeans that I really wanted earlier in 2025. So when I saw that someone was selling these for like a really good price, I was like, yep, I gotta cop it. Then after I got these in hand, not gonna lie, I got so used to wearing my Miles and then all my other Levi's that I wasn't a fan of the wider and baggier pant silhouette. So right now I'm currently on the fence if I want to keep these or not. If I do decide to sell them, I'd probably sell it at what I paid for, but I'm gonna give it until spring to see if I'll keep these or not. Overall, I'm still happy with this, but it might just sit in my closet until spring or until I decide to sell these. Moving on to shoes, I picked up the Our Legacy Collapsing Consultant Derbies. I'm really happy with buying these shoes. I love how soft the leather is. And with how much I've worn it so far, the leather's starting to develop that worn look to it. It reminds me a lot of my Orly loafers. It kind of has like that similar wear in the leather, just how often I've worn these shoes. In addition, I love how the heel is collapsible. I don't see myself using the heel as often, but I like how I have the option to do so. If I'm in a rush in the morning, I can just slip these on as a mule and then head out the door. After the first day of wearing these shoes, I wore these in the rain and the leather sole got messed up. So I had to take these to the cobbler right away so I can wear it in the rain. Next pickup I got are these early 2000s Prada Linea Rossa sports loafers. When I initially saw these loafers, I wanted the pair with the metal buckle, but I couldn't find it in my size and at a good price. So when I saw a pair listed without the buckle, I ended up just buying it. I got it for a good deal too. It was $400, so it wasn't crazy expensive. There wasn't as much wear in the soles when I got them. The only thing I had to do was just try to stitch repair the back of the heel because there was a tear in the shoe, which caused like an issue with the shoe slipping out. I'm actually on the fence of whether I want to keep these or not, just simply because I haven't gravitated toward these shoes frequently, but I'm gonna give it a few more months, and if I don't like them, I probably would sell it. Otherwise, I'll keep these. Next pair of shoes that I picked up are these Arc'teryx Kragg shoes. Shout out to Taylor for trading these to me. These are super comfortable and I've worn them a lot. I wore these hiking in the snow and then I also just wore this casually. And these were the pair of shoes that I wore that I gravitated to the most just because of how comfortable they are. It fits well with my Levi's and it also fits well with my Miles jeans. Once I've worn these shoes out, I can see myself rebuying them again just because of how good they look and also how comfortable they are. Next pair of shoes that I got are the PAF Cloudventure shoes. These were sold out when they initially were released, so I spent like a few months trying to find a pair my size. Essence had a full size run of these in the women's sizing, so I got these in a women's 10.5 to convert to a men's size 9. As a very nice narrow toe box. One thing that bothered me initially was how narrow these shoes are. When I wear these for long periods of time, my feet start to hurt. I added a shoe tree to kind of help stretch the toe box a little bit to help alleviate that, and it worked pretty well. My feet doesn't get as sore when I wear these for long periods of time. These are super comfortable as well. I usually wear these on walks, especially around the city when I know I'm going to be walking for a while. But yeah, super clean pair of shoes, and I'm glad to have these in my collection. Okay, last pair of shoes that I picked up are the Adidas EVO SL shoes. I started running a lot more in June, and I was looking for a new pair of running shoes. These shoes were like the most talked about and trending sneakers on Running Talk. So I ended up just going to Nordstrom's and trying these on and loved how they fit. They're super soft too. You can see that I have a ton of wear on these. At the time of recording this video, I believe I have over 130 miles in these shoes. I love how super light these shoes are. When I'm running in these, I feel like I can run a lot faster. The first day that I ran in these, I actually PR'd. I would recommend these to runners if they're wanting to look for a new pair of shoes to try out. As soon as I hit 200 to 250 miles in these shoes, I plan to repurchase them again. I either get them in white again or probably get in a different color, but honestly, these are my favorite shoes I've been running in. Okay, last bit of pickups are just accessories. The first thing I wanted to show is the Vuja De Roy hat. I got this during their summer sale when it was, I think it was $50 at the time. I love the leather details on the hat as well as the adjuster. The hat fits pretty well compared to other Vuja De hats. From whatever people have told me, their PL hats or any of their other hats that they've released besides the Roy had a really small fit, but this hat fit my head pretty well. The next hat I picked up is this MoMA hat that I got when I was in New York when I visited the MoMA museum. I didn't want to get the New York hat just because I feel like everyone has a New York hat. When I saw the MoMA design, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this one. The last accessory that I picked up is this 100% cashmere balaclava from COS. I originally had the Ampere hood, but the hood was just so huge. It was just hard for me to wear it how I wanted to. So I ended up just selling that. So I got this cashmere hood instead and replaced it. I ended up liking the fit of this a lot more than the Ampere one. So hopefully the new owner of it puts it to good use. Thank you guys for watching my 2025 pickups. This was pretty long. Hopefully it's not as long when I go through the editing process, but I appreciate you guys for watching through till the end of the video. Hopefully in 2026, I have a lot less pickups and won't be doing these videos all at once at the end of the year. Maybe just like every few months, I can just showcase like 1 or 2 things that I've picked up recently. I want to start vlogging as well, just showing my day if I'm going traveling or anything like that. So that might be something that I might be throwing up. But again, appreciate you guys for watching the video. Till next time, later.